Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. This is the Kickstart video where I take a look at the three major currency pairs: the euro versus US dollar, the sterling versus US dollar, and the dollar versus yen. So let's get started. We had weaker retail sales, and that is forcing the dollar to the downside and trading here today, or in the early hours of the North American session, I should say. The price of the euro versus US dollar trading yesterday fell below this swing area through here, which had a number of different, well, it was initial swing high right here and then swing lows through here and before breaking below that level this week and trying to stabilize that level, but we fell down and fell short of this target area down through here, and then started to rebound, move back above that 107.23 level. And as you can see, the price stayed above that level. That was an important clue for traders from a technical perspective. The retail sales helped to push the price even further to the upside here, giving the buyers the reward for buying back their shorts at above the 1.0723 level. Now, what next? Well, the 100-day moving average, that's this blue line right here, is next key target. We've traded above and below it both last week and this week after trying to hold support against it on the first test here. But that level would still be a key level to eye for traders. Also, the 50% retracement of the move up from the low right here to the high right here would be another key target at 1.07936, followed by the 100 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart around the 1.08 level. So all this cluster of levels right through here is going to be the next key target on the top side for the euro versus US dollar after breaking back above the 23 level and also the 41 level. By the way, that 41 level will be a closer support level for traders today. That level corresponded with these lows right through here, two lows right here before moving to the upside. Then we came down toward that level here through here, and then for whatever reason we failed. We failed down here at this 23 level after breaking not once but twice the 41 level, but then came down and used the 41 level for support and trading. This week the market fell quickly below that level, and we moved quickly above that level and trading here today. So watch the 1.0741 level as close support in the euro versus US dollar today. Looking at the dollar versus yen, they had weaker GDP growth for the second consecutive quarter, negative numbers there, and that although you would expect that might weaken the yen, the 150 level seems to be a problem for traders, and we started to see some rotation back to the downside, so the yen actually got stronger. The price action in trading here today off of this 4-hour chart moved below this swing area here between 150.03 and 150.12-ish level. That level corresponds to all these different swing highs and lows through this period right through here, where the price, definitely swung around near the highs here before breaking lower and moving all the way down to our low price for 2023, now down to the 140 level. So there was this up and down near the highs above and below this swing area before moving to the downside and trading. This week the price did move above that level, and we also moved above this little swing area through here. As you can see, that number of different swing lows and swing highs right through there, but then it failed and we started to use that level as resistance. And we saw the continuation of the downside in trading here today. Despite the GDP moving lower, the price has moved below 38.2% retracement, but is trading back above that level at the 38.2 comes in at 149.63. On the top side, moved back above the 150.03 to 11.12 type area would be needed to increase the bullish bias. And you can see in the current 4-hour bar, the price has been able to find resistance at sellers against that area right here, and that keeps the sellers more in control, at least in the short term. But the battle is on between the 38.2% retracement and this swing area. So not as all lost for the buyers in the dollar versus yen, the yen sellers. It just seems like the Bank of Japan can't get to that point where they would look to raise rates with the weaker growth now adding to that desire or that bias to keep rates where they are for that country, and that continues to keep the pressure on the yen. Let's finally take a look at the sterling versus US dollar, and its GDP was also weaker than expectations. In this case, we did see the pound versus US dollar move to the downside. We had started to move to the downside in trading yesterday, breaking back below that 126 level, that low of the swing area right through here, and the corrective move after breaking below that level did find resistance sellers in this 1.2602 to 13.7 level that I earmarked as the we need to get above to increase the bullish bias. As you can see, the high price found resistance sellers, or sellers, willing sellers against this yellow area right here, and pushed the price further to the downside, closing lower. This 200-day moving average has been seeing price action above and below it, and the 38.2% retracement did find early buyers yesterday, and it's trying to find early buyers in trading here today. But what we can say off of this pound versus US dollar chart is that this area remains as a resistance level for the currency pair, between 1.2558 and 1.2571. As long as the price can remain below that level, the sellers are more in control. We currently trade in between that level right now at 1.2567. So it is being tested, and we are just above the 200-day moving average, which is also a concern for traders. But as long as the price remains below the 71.5 level, then we'll look for the sellers to push the price further to the downside. We do need to get below the 38.2% retracement of the move up from our low price going back to here in early October to the high price here. If we're able to get below that level, then traders would look toward the 100-day moving average. That level comes in at 1.24917. So there you have it. A look at three of the major currency pairs. Lots going on in those markets. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.